Hello friends, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. My name is Sunny and I am back with another little video about low waste, and I figured a good video to make at this time of year, Sotober. We are in the middle of the beautiful Halloween season, which is my favorite. Fall has officially begun. I am in a sweater and life is good. But one thing I do want to talk about is the fall season and our need to hyper consume. If you are someone like me who really enjoys having like fall decor and celebrating with like festive lights and just items, then this may be something that you find useful. I'm just going to talk about a few tips that I personally use when I am fall decorating and ways to keep my personal waste down, my personal consumerism down, and maybe you may find this useful. A lot of these tips are, I think, pretty intuitive, meaning that I think they're common sense for a lot of people, but I know that when I first got my own place, I didn't necessarily think of these things, and I didn't implement them until a little bit later. When I got my first apartment, I've always loved fall, so I wanted to get like a few decorations here and there, and I got, pumpkins and stuff like that from Walmart. But one thing I will say is that stuff adds up, and if you are someone who buys new stuff every year, that adds up as well, especially if you're not donating your items. A really good system that I have found that works for me is checking out the local thrift store, of course, going to Goodwill, going to places like Goodwill that have gently used items. People get super inspired around the holidays, and they oftentimes will want to revamp their style, revamp their decor based off where they are in life. And you can find some really great bargains and great items at the thrift store. So of course that is option one. Option two is to maybe go to auctions, which I know sounds a little random, but I got a huge box. When I say huge, I mean it was as tall as me. A huge box of Halloween and fall decorations about 5 years ago. When I went to an auction, it was totally unexpected, but this preschool gave this auction a huge box of their decorations. And this box, I love. I have used the items in this box for like the past 5 years. They are great. And it was $7. So not only are they gently used items that are not going into a wasteland or a landfill, they are also $7. And I got so much, and all of it was pretty good stuff, and the stuff that wasn't, I did get rid of, or the stuff that wasn't my style, I donated. But yeah, that's like another option that I don't think people realize could be an option. Like if you go to the library or to a preschool or something like that that is giving away or donating or auctioning off stuff to raise money, that can be a really nice way, not just for the for you and your decorations, but also for the place that is benefiting from it. Also bartering with friends. Sometimes we get really excited about an item and maybe it fits our needs for a year or two, and then you grow out of it, or it's just not your style anymore. You can always check and see if one of your friends wants to barter or change or trade or whatever for other decor. So that's another option. And making your own stuff. So a really cool thing about just like construction paper is that it can become so much. I have cut out black bats with black construction paper like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've used those same black bats for the past 3 or 4 years. So over here is what I was talking about with all of those bats that I cut out. I just keep reusing them, keep repurposing them every year. And that's the key. It's just like finding ways to reuse the items over and over again. So it's reusable, and it's like a nice little craft project that you can do yourself, and it keeps the cost down. So that's another option. So those are, I think, all of my little tips for keeping the cost down for Halloween. It is such a festive time. It is so much fun, but it's really easy, I think, to just hyper consume. And I think it's important to take a step back and to see in what ways can you reduce your waste, in what ways can you reduce your consumption, and we all play a little role, right? So every year that you reuse something or donate something, it is helping our planet. So, because we're not constantly buying new stuff, even though the temptation is there. So all the decorations that I'm going to show today are either secondhand. I think most of them are gently used, and all of them have been reused multiple times by me. There's a few items that I did buy new, but like I said, I just keep reusing the same ones and I add on, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here, talk about that for a minute, and now we will get on with the actual haul. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, whatever day it is for you. And yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so all of this stuff is either secondhand or, like I said, gently used. But I want to show what we are working with. So I have this little plastic piece, which I know plastic is awful, but I got this a few years ago and I just reuse it every year. And it's great because it's not just going into the dumpster, and I actually do reuse it. It's kind of spooky looking. I also have these cute ghosts that my children made, that they painted. Love that. And I got some of these cool little decorations from my friend who was getting new stuff. And then look at this beautiful little yogi skeleton. The same friend gave me this, which I'm so appreciative of. I love it. This is actually going to be a decoration that I just keep out year round, not just on Halloween. And yeah, this is just my little spooky lady who I've had for years. She's terrifying. And there she is in all of her creepy gloriness, showing you her at night because my 2-year-old is terrified of her, which is completely understandable. I mean, she is low-key super spooky. But yeah, nothing too intense, just lots of fun decorations. That's Applejacks, my daughter named him. And that is our rooster who we have year round. He's just wearing a nice little witch's hat. But yeah, this is the spooky land. I love Halloween. I love fall. I'm all about all that stuff. So ignore the rogue balloons. They're just from this weekend. My in-laws brought them for the girls and they're fun. And also some stuff over there, a cat and a little sign. And of course, even our garden needs a little Halloween decoration. We put a scarecrow in here. This scarecrow I've had for probably 6 years, and it just gets reused over and over again, and now it's in the garden. Here are some of those decorations I mentioned earlier that I got from the auction from that preschool for $7. All of these cool cutouts. We have a scarecrow, a ghost, a pumpkin, little mailman, scarecrow, candy corn, a ghost hanging in the tree, a spider, which you can't really see. I'm driving kind of fast. But yeah, just like super cool little decorations that are getting reused over and over, and I got all of them for $7. Reuse, repurpose, recycle, it works. And we also just have a couple of signs in our kitchen, and a little spooky concoction where I keep some pears or just other fruit. But yeah, there's a cute little decor, as well as my little witch's kitchen, which I've had since we were first married. I thought it was so cute, and it is actually broken. I cannot bring myself to get rid of it. I just need to like glue it back in. But yeah, I've had that, like I said, since, oh, okay. I've had that since we first got married. So yeah. This is what it looks like in the evening time. I love the purple fall vibes. It's super cozy. And that is my Halloween decor overview. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to stick around. I'll be back next week with another one. Have a great weekend. Bye.